Hello and welcome to another video. I've been trying to film an intro for ages, but it's been so busy or so windy. I'm already about 15 miles from home. So it's been a while since I did a video in the UK, and today is the last sort of afternoon of British summertime that I've got free. So I thought I'd use the sunlight, get a nice little ride in the daylight. So it's pretty windy out today, but despite that I've decided to do the ride that I planned, which as the title says is Rosedale Chimney. It's one of the top 100 climbs. However, the downside is that the wind direction means that it's going to be a direct headwind all the way up Rosedale. But I'm hoping that doesn't make too much difference. I think a crosswind would be worse. And hopefully the climb will hide the wind a little bit. That's what I'm hoping anyway. We'll find out. The advantage of the wind, however, is this morning it was really miserable, cloudy. It's rained all night, even windier than it is now. It's not that bad here compared to where I'm from, but it means the roads are pretty dry now, so that's good, because you don't want to be on a really steep climb when the roads are all wet and greasy. Probably pretty out of breath because it's like a bit hilly now, and it's the only time I've had to be able to film. But yeah, so why am I doing Rosedale today? Well, last weekend I was in the Shropshire Hills and I did Asterton Bank with a friend, and afterwards I said I think Rosedale is harder than Asterton, and he assured me it isn't. Now it's a few years since I did Rosedale last, so I thought I'd go out today, find out if it is harder or not, although it's pretty unfair to compare when the weather's so different. So yeah, Asterton's a kilometre and Rosedale's just over. Asterton averages 17, Rosedale averages 14. That means Rosedale's easier on the average, but max gradient, Asterton's 22 and Rosedale's 30. So yeah, proper killer section after the hairpins on Rosedale. And if you disagree with them stats, they're just taking off cycling uphill. As you can see, we're just on some country roads now coming up towards Rosedale. It's a bit lumpy on the way up, and all the way back I've just planned country roads. It's going to be more headwindy on the way back, but that's fine, at least we're on that way home then. I have also got one more video from Girona to upload. I'm thinking about putting that up soonish, but probably after this one. I've been without a laptop for a few weeks, so I've not been able to do any editing. And then apart from that, I've been back on Zwift doing a training plan. My plan is to get back into the crit racing over winter, just give myself something to do. I feel like I've built up a really good base of fitness this year, and I don't want to lose it again. It's now, and the views are really beautiful. Like, it's getting there with autumn, but even so it's pretty late, and yeah, colours are just about coming out really. As you can see, it's pretty good here for cycling. It's just a shame the weather isn't always great, but I mean, I'm sure on camera right now it looks really good. It is colder than it looks, just because of the wind. If it weren't for the wind, probably wouldn't need the hat and the gilet. Just try to take it really easy before the climb, not use too much energy. I'm a bit gutted, but I haven't got a power meter on this bike anymore. I could have put the pedals on again, but they're on my other bike, so yeah, just doing it by feel. Turned out really nice. I was a little bit worried this morning because the weather was really bad, and I was like, oh, have I wasted my final half day off of the year? But nah, it's looking good. It's definitely getting windier now as we're getting a little bit higher. It's a bit worrying because we're climbing to the bottom of the climb. But yeah, so that's it. I think I'll put the camera on the bike soon. Only a couple of miles from the climb now. And yeah, I'll film the climb. Okay, so just stopped to put the camera on the bike. I thought I'd show you the sort of the hill we're climbing. So this hill here, and it's somewhere over there. So you go down the road, turn left, and you kind of just go up the side of the hill, I think, from memory, something like that. But regardless, it's that hill that we're going over, and the wind is sort of coming from that way. So hopefully the hill is going to shelter us from the wind, and we're going to be able to complete it. But yeah, so let's find out. Stick the camera on now. Right, made it up. This is the sign at the top saying cyclists please dismount. It's got one of them swing signs too, so when it's winter they can close the sign. So yeah, completed it. Was it harder than Asterton Bank? I'm not sure. Probably about on par. The middle section was the steep section, whereas Asterton has more steep section, but this is steeper, like I said earlier. Luckily on the steepest section we had no wind at all, it was really sheltered, and it was only when we kind of got to the top that it started getting a bit windy. Then you're down sort of just over 10% and then dipping under again, so not too bad. Yeah, pretty good, still feel alright. It's going to be a bit of a treacherous trip back, so I might not do much filming, so yeah, on the chance that I don't do much filming, thanks for watching. If I've ended it here, it's a pretty short one, but please subscribe to see more videos. Check out my other videos if you're interested in cycling abroad or maybe a bit of Zwift stuff. But yeah, I think it's probably it for today. Alright, see you next time.